What's up guys, welcome back. It's September and football season is officially underway, and that means you guys need some quick and simple, easy appetizer recipes. So today, I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious coconut shrimp. With how crazy seafood prices are right now, shrimp is probably the best bang for your buck at the grocery store, and they fry up super quick so you can have the appetizers on the table before kickoff. But before we get into the recipe, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right guys, meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. First things first, let's take a look at these ingredients. Here I have 1 pound of extra large shrimp that's been peeled and deveined. The tails are left on purpose for the purposes of coconut shrimp, but if you're adamant about that, you can remove the tails. I'm leaving mine on. We have 3 eggs. We have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup or so of panko breadcrumbs, and our coconut flakes. Quick reminder guys that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Right my friends, everyone knows you can't have fried shrimp without some dipping sauce. So today I'm gonna show you guys how to make a homemade cocktail sauce. My other preferred dipping sauce for this recipe is sweet chili sauce. So if you're feeling a little lazy, you can grab this. But if you want to make your own homemade cocktail sauce, then follow along here. We've got some ketchup, we have creamy horseradish, a little hot sauce, some worst word in the world sauce, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and a teaspoon of white sugar. The first thing we're going to add to the party is the ketchup. That's 3/4 cup of ketchup. To that, we're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of horseradish sauce. The more of this you add, the spicier your cocktail sauce will be, so just keep that in mind. Taste as you go and adjust the flavor to your preference. Next, we're going in with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and a couple dashes of hot sauce. I like to add my sugar at the very end after I see how spicy it is. Break out the whisk and mix to combine. Now another quick little pro tip, I like to buy these plastic spoons in bulk and treat them as my tasting spoons. That way you don't make a bunch of dishes. That's pretty good. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more horseradish because I like to have a little bite on mine. And then just a pinch of that sugar to balance everything out. And we're good to go. You got some homemade cocktail sauce. All right, so in our medium-sized mixing bowl, we have 1 pound of peeled and deveined shrimp. To that, I'm gonna add a little original all-purpose and some hot all-purpose. If you don't have these guys, use whatever your favorite all-purpose seasoning is. If you don't have these guys, use whatever your favorite all-purpose seasoning is, or just a little salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, and cayenne. No need to go crazy on the seasoning. Just a nice even application is all you need. We're also gonna add some seasoning to the flour, so no need to go crazy here. And keep in mind, my all-purpose is low sodium, so if your all-purpose at home is not low sodium, you might wanna go a little bit lighter. Now for the flour, we're gonna hit it with the same seasoning combo. The reason why I'm adding a little heat to this is because coconut is naturally a bit sweet, and I like to offset that a little bit with the hot AP. But again, cayenne or red pepper flakes would work well here also. I also want to add a little garlic to the mix. My AP seasoning has some garlic in it, but you can't have too much garlic on your shrimp, so I'm going in with a teaspoon or so of that to my flour. Break out a fork or get in there with your hands and just mix that seasoning into the flour. And then all I'm going to add to the panko breadcrumbs is just a little pinch of salt, along with those coconut flakes. All right, so for the panko breadcrumbs, we're going in with just a pinch of salt, just some kosher salt. And then I'm gonna add in about a 1/2 cup or so of coconut flakes. Get in there with your hands and just mix that together. And that will be the last thing the shrimp sees before it goes into the hot tub. Next, we're gonna start by taking our seasoned shrimp into the seasoned flour. From that seasoned flour, we're going into the egg wash, Then from the egg wash, we're going in to the coconut flakes and the panko breadcrumbs. I like to kind of press the breadcrumbs on there, be kind of firm with it. That way it sticks nicely, and you have a nice thick layer of coconut flakes and breadcrumbs on your shrimp. Just like that. And just repeat that process until all of your shrimp are breaded. You can do this in advance and just have them prepped and ready the night before. That way when your house guests are arriving, you can go ahead and drop them in the oil and have some coconut shrimp as your first appetizer for NFL Sunday. This whole thing comes together in about 15-20 minutes. So once your oil hits 350 degrees, we're gonna gently place the shrimp into the hot tub. Keep in mind these bad boys fry up really quickly, probably about 3 minutes or so. As soon as they turn golden brown and beautiful, they are done at 145 degrees internal temperature. The key here is to make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of the skillet or to each other. So just move them around every so often. Make sure they're cooking evenly on all sides. And just like that, my friends, your coconut shrimp are ready. Beautiful golden brown color, fried to a crispy perfection. I like to place them on a wire rack and let them drain. That way they don't get soggy on that paper towel. Oh man, look at that. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fried shrimp variation is. Where does coconut shrimp rank on that? I think that coconut shrimp's a little underrated if you ask me. I honestly don't even order it that often when I go out, but every time I have one, I always wonder why I don't order them more often. Last little pro tip for you guys is just a pinch of finishing salt as soon as they come out of the oil, as they're cooling. And it's time to plate these bad boys up. And now the only thing left to do is get in here for a taste test. These are absolutely fried to perfection. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. I'm gonna grab my cocktail sauce that we made at the beginning and get in here for a taste test. Moment of truth. Oh my God. Price of seafood right now, shrimp is probably your best bet at the grocery store, so we're gonna go ahead and make some, what do I wanna say? I wish I could just stumble and ramble. With how crazy seafood prices are right now, shrimp is probably the best bang for your buck at the grocery store, and they cook super quick and to that, we're gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of horseradish sauce, or creamy horse. To that, we're gonna add it on the wallet, but before we, wallet, what the is a wallet? I need to get back to drinking.